Are we muted? We were muted.
We were muted. Why were we muted? Hey guys, For Cozy Cat Games. We know what we're doing. We're professionals. We didn't just have like multiple errors all stacked together. Yep. Nope, we're doing great. We're doing great.
Do we have audio now, Kai?
Well, yeah, because you can see how it's colors and it's flashy now.
Yeah, but I don't trust that. Mike's right there.
He is right there. Well, technically he's right way over that way, but
yeah.
Miles and miles away, but the internet.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Sunday Sundries, we're going to have a hangout and chat like we do every other week. We got a couple new games to look at, as well as a new TTRPG that I am rather excited about, and some cactuses, some succulents.
Yeah, some fun stuff. I did a fun thing yesterday. All the links to everything we talk about today are in the description. I tried to be better about getting all that in there.
Yes.
So I went to a local farm with a friend who actually has another YouTube channel. She does makeup unboxings and unboxings, boxes and deals, and her link is down below. So we went to this place called Basilwood Farms, and they do fun events. And so one of them is succulents in a pumpkin.
Yeah, Kai, I changed some of our audio settings when we went to the lapel mics, and I bumped up on our end quite a bit, so we're broadcasting a lot louder than we used to.
I also taught somebody something crafty. So we used tacky glue to glue the moss on, and then there's big skewers that put the succulents into the moss and into the pumpkin. And then we hot glued these pine cones and the flowers. Well, they had a hot glue gun and the hot glue was running out. And so I was like, oh, do you have another glue stick? And so I took the glue stick and I glued glue on the bottom and then shoved it in. And she was like, what did you just do? Blew her mind. I told her to go home to her because she was telling me her husband was going to be like, oh my God. So I told her to just go home and show her husband and be like, I found this out today.
Terry says already a fifth of vodka in the hole for Steve is professional. That is a reference to Dapper Dinosaur's channel, where one of the drinking rules is Dapper's a professional. When he screws up the production, we all take a drink. If we implemented that rule here, we would all die from alcohol poisoning within about 10 minutes. So, I mean.
Yeah, so I was really excited about this. This is going to die. I'm not going to lie. This is 100% going to die. It's really pretty. I'm kind of tempted to take it to Steve's mom. It needs morning sun and it can't be watered for 3 weeks because
we're really good at not watering things though.
The succulents are going to grow into the moss and then grow into the pumpkin.
I have no idea how that works.
It's going to die before it does anything. So I thought it would be pretty for the holidays, and our friend Raina and her mother-in-law wanted to go and invited me. So it was a good time. That was what I did.
Meanwhile, I stayed here and played Space Marines.
And cleaned the house. Because he's a good husband.
All right. What else do we got here? We've got some games.
Well, let's see. Wait, before we get into games.
Ooh, what else we got? Ooh, she's got a list.
I have a list, guys. I'm the list person. Okay. I want to talk about a couple Kickstarters.
Ooh, what do we got?
So, Cascadia Alpine Lakes.
Okay, so we're getting more Cascadia.
A standalone. It is not an expansion. It's got 40 days left from Flat Out Games. It's on Kickstarter. One that I'm looking at that I have not backed, I'm waiting for his decision, which I sent it to him with a bunch of stuff, so he probably didn't see it, is Chronicles of Crime Beyond, which has 16 days left. It's from Lucky Duck Games. It's one of their deduction sets, kind of like we play with Ian and Devin.
Okay, yeah.
So and it's like a set of 3.
That's fun. No, I did not see that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's not that expensive. I think it's like 100 and something for the 3 games plus standees plus a bunch of extra stuff. So we might be backing that, but it's got quite a ways to go. And then on Gamefound, Void Birth by Black Magic Craft has 4 days left. If you like Morkborg,
Morkborg.
go go check that out. It's a supplement for that. That's one of the few TTRPGs that we don't have that we want because I've been waiting for the game store to get a restock. And then I backed Trenchcoat Raccoons, a chaotic fail. Wait, I can't read my own handwriting. Hold on.
It's a game where you play as raccoons.
Yeah, and it's a really long title.
Yeah, it's a game where you play as raccoons. They've been advertising the crap out of it on Instagram. It looks cute. Has raccoons. Looks kind of similar to like Raccoon Sky Pirates.
Yeah, so Trenchcoat Raccoons, a chaotic fail-forward heist RPG. And their pledge levels are not ridiculous, which is nice because I haven't heard of the maker. So typically I'm a little iffy on makers I don't know on Kickstarter. I know that's the whole point of Kickstarter, but I like sure things. And that's also on Gamefound. That's kind of it for the list.
That's it for the Kickstarters.
And then you want to talk about
Extra Life and Bookworm? Yeah, so
Extra Life. That's Basilwood.
Yeah. Oh, Basilwood. Okay. So Extra Life. Did we find out Squirrel is doing something?
Squirrel is doing something.
It's not on the clock change day this time, so it's only 24 hours instead of 25.
Yeah. Because Extra Life itself decided to change it to a week-long thing, which they're getting a lot of negative feedback for that.
Yeah, so it's always been, one 24-hour event, and everybody does fundraising for, like a month, but the actual event's always been kind of a big one-day, super 24 hours, but it happened on the same day we changed the clocks, so it ends up being 25 hours. Really fun. We go to the store for it. We hang out for the majority of it, although we don't usually make it the whole time.
Midnight.
Yeah, midnight
Maybe
or so.
1.
Usually when we take off, we're kind of used to going to bed early and getting up early. But yeah, so we'll be doing something. We talked about doing the Cascadia campaign. We've talked about doing one of the adventure games, just running through the whole thing, just marathoning it. That would also be a really fun one to do. We could run a TTRPG. We could do all sorts of stuff. We'll probably end up doing part of it from here and part of it from the game store.
Yeah.
But we'll do our best to be live doing something for as much of it as we can.
Yeah, even I have had to bring a little tripod and set it up. I can do that. But I'm excited. The owner is not going to be there for the majority of it. She doesn't want to be around that many people with her husband
stuff
not doing good. So I think Charlie is going to be there all day.
Okay.
So it should be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a fun event. So yeah, Crazy Squirrel there in Fresno. We'll be there for quite a bit of it. I might pack this whole rig up and just bring it down. It's not that hard to move. It's
too many people.
Not if I put myself in a room all by my lonesome.
True. So the problem we're going to have, and we might end up going for a couple hours and just coming home, is there are like 4 huge events in our city on that weekend. So we've got the Kearney Park Renaissance Fair, which I'm really pissed that this is why I'm so irritated they changed the day. So we don't get to go to our local Ren Fair, which we like. It's not as good as the Northern Cal one, but it's decent.
It's a Ren Fair we usually go to, and we don't get to because it's the same as Extra Life now. Yay!
Allie Piper, who is a really awesome bagpipe artist, is coming to Fresno Saturday night, and I would go see her. But again, Extra Life. And then there is also
the beach ball of death is spinning.
It is, because I was just talking to Jax about this. Because there's something else. It's like, is it a con?
I don't know.
There's something else real big going on that weekend. Like literally, there is gonna be
everything's gonna be on the same weekend.
Yeah. So I don't know. We don't know what it's gonna look like this year. So, but yeah.
Let's see, what else? Oh, I started doodles for 2 more cats for our overlays, although I hated them and I deleted them. But I did start.
I didn't even see them, so yeah.
They were miserable. The one looked just like the cat we already have, and then the other just looked dumb. So, but we're getting we'll get 2 more cats on the overlay at some point, and then we can have 4 cozy cats.
Well, we're gonna upgrade our overlay a little bit, I think.
The overlays are going to get upgraded. I've been working on the one for Cyberpunk Red. I think I have a good layout, but I really don't like what I've got going. I went with their color scheme, which is white with red.
Which is jarring.
And it's too much for an overlay. So I might go to black with red, or like a slate gray with red instead. So that, because I don't like using white as the background color. It's too much.
You have white accents with the slate gray and the red.
I could do like a white drop shadow on it.
Yeah.
Some like a outlining or something.
Which, speaking of Cyberpunk, I think we're still hoping to start in November. We might need a couple more weeks.
We'll see how that goes.
We'll see. We might end up doing a couple more Mice and Mystics chapters. But I found out that Ash came back from Michigan and has the plague.
Yes, so we might delay a little bit on that one.
Dark mode for life.
Yes, as Kai says, dark mode for life. You have to have dark mode, otherwise we will all die.
Yes. Yeah, my retinas can't handle all the light. Yeah, that was all I like, other than the cool stuff we're going to talk about. So let's get this pumpkin out of the way. This is, speaking of the pumpkin, so this is a pumpkin grown, like, sliced with a gourd. Or something. These are like, they're called
pumpkins are a gourd.
They're called fantasy pumpkins. These, I don't know if you can kind of, I know Steve held it up, but like, yeah, they're called fantasy pumpkins. I don't know. It was fun. It's really heavy. Okay. I have short arms. I have to just shove.
All right, we got 7 Wonders dice. Let's see.
I didn't even know this was coming out.
These are so new that they still have the shrink wrap on them. What do we got? The dice adaptation of 7 Wonders, the most awarded game in the world. 2 to 7 players. Interesting. Okay, so let's tear, you little bastard. Tear.
Or not.
Wow, okay. Apparently the shrink wrap is evil. But I have a drafting pencil, and that fixes it.
So I literally didn't look at anything about this game other than it was 7 Wonders dice.
It has really good shrink wrap. It's really strong shrink wrap.
Really strong shrink wrap.
Go over there, shrink wrap. Let's see. Okay, we got a little... it's got a guide for which 7 Wonders you should play.
Okay, interesting.
So it's got a little flow chart. Let's see.
I've heard of 7 Wonders before, but I've never played it.
We have Duel. I have not actually played the base game.
Yeah.
And I did really like 7 Wonders Duel, though.
Yeah. And I've heard that the Middle Earth one is really good.
All right, we've got a little handout descriptor things. Everybody gets a little...
7 Wonders in Middle Earth.
Yeah, it's 7 Wonders Duel, but it's Middle Earth.
Okay.
Cats.
The little player page actually has artwork on the back,
That's cool.
It's not just blank or a pattern, it actually has artwork. So everybody gets a game board. Lots of game boards in here. Let's just look at this little... Oh, I like that.
Is it a dry erase scoreboard?
It's a dry erase scoreboard.
Okay.
What do we got?
Dice.
Oh, we've got a box. I'm sure that has some very important game feature.
Oh, and it came with a bunch of them. Look how cute.
Yes, because your boards are dry erase.
I know, but like...
And these are going to be...
little bitty markers.
They're not markers. They're grease pencils.
Oh, interesting.
So it comes with little grease pencils and then dice. Looks like it has some very proprietary dice.
Steve's favorite.
10 dice in 10 colors with 10 different sets of symbols. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a camel.
It does have a camel. I don't know. We like dice games, and we liked 7 Wonders Duel, so I don't think it was very expensive.
It's interesting. I bet there's a rule book here. I bet that's a little... Okay, so this little box is your form. It is your dice roller.
Okay.
You put your dice in this, you close it, you make a circular motion on the table to roll your dice. So you roll the dice in a box where you can't see what you're doing.
Okay. So this is actually a really good price. This was $32.99 at our local game store, which I don't know. That sounds pretty good.
That's not bad for just a box game.
I like that I didn't even know what I paid for the game. I was just like, fun dice.
I mean, I could have told you because I saw the tag on the back.
Oh, I did not look at that. So
that one looks fun. Definitely be getting a video out on it at some point.
yes, we did record some videos, so we will have some more board game content coming up. If one of us, both of us can edit.
This last week, I've been working in the office instead of my usual driving job. So my free time has been like non-existent.
And this one, so I love this. I asked the manager of Squirrel to order this for us, and he literally told me he had already ordered it because he knew he could sell it to me.
It's got a cat on it.
Game store owners and managers, know your customers, because I loved that.
So this is Knitting Circle.
It is
Calico game.
Yes, it is a it's not an expansion. It's a continuation of Calico, which we don't have, which I want.
It has grabby paw tokens.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got here? Ooh, we got lots of bits and bobs. Okay.
And it is, if I remember correctly, it's a 1 to 4. I thought it was a 2-player only.
No, it's a 1 to 4. It's interesting. Okay. So you're literally like trying to like knit a scarf
Yeah.
out of these little scarf pieces.
Yeah. And I mean, it has
So you
cats
have
on
little
it.
scarf pieces. These are your little crafty boards. This is the little bag form. It's actually a fairly heavy bag.
Oh, it's purple.
Little wooden cats. You got to have little cats.
Yeah.
And it's 4 unique cats. It's not like the same token in 4 colors. They're all posed differently.
Oh, I like that.
So that's interesting. I like that.
Okay, Calico is also a 1 to 4. I don't know why I thought it was a 2-player.
Oh. Insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of little tokens and things, and it's kind of a looks like it's a random resource and then like choose like choice on what you grab style game.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see that one.
I'm hoping I can get my hands on Calico also, because I'd like to do a Calico and then a knitting circle.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
So that's what we have for new games that we got to go. Then we have, I put the character sheets on top so you couldn't actually see the art for it.
So I'm going to say right now that I probably paid too much for this. For a core rulebook, it was $70, and I did pre-order it.
It very expensive for a core rulebook. It did come with PDF, but that's still...
Yeah, it came with PDFs for everything.
So this is, if you are familiar with Phantasy Star or Phantasy Star Online, which, as you can tell by Kai's response here, he is. It is the original Phantasy Star came out on the Master System in 1987. So it is a very long-running series. It's still going now with Phantasy Star Online 2. Although I didn't actually like Phantasy Star Online 2. Even the redo of it, it still doesn't quite have the right feel for me, but it's a good game. This is done off of Esper Genesis, so basically this is modified D&D 5th edition. Uses pretty much all your standard 5e rules and kind of playthroughs with some different characters and settings. A lot of what kind of goes in it is just things that don't fit the setting have been taken out, and things that are required for the setting have been added in. But other than that, it pretty much just plays like you would expect any 5th edition game to play, with something that I do like in here, which I just went past. Where's the thing for it? Right here. Fate points. At level 1, you start with 3 fate points. You get more of them at level 5, 11, and 17. You go from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, so you get 1 extra fate point. But it also goes up. It starts as a D6, becomes a D8, a D10, and a D12. So what you get is you have these fate points. You get them back on a long rest. Anytime you make a roll, you can choose to spend a fate point and add your bonus die to that roll. You can do it after you roll, as long as the GM hasn't told you whether it's a success or a fail yet. So you can just spend a fate point, like, oh, this is a hard check. I'll spend a fate point and get an extra d6 on it. You can also spend 2 points to just gain advantage on the roll. If you're making death saves, once during a death save, you can spend a fate point to just get a success. So instead of making your roll, you just spend your fate die and you have a success on one roll. There is also a variant of it where you use a pool of fate dice based off of, everybody pools them all together. There is also Tempting Fate, which is a variation of it where if you roll a 1 on it, the GM gets a fate dice that he can spend. He or she. Which I think is kind of fun too. But yeah, it's really interesting.
Is this an actual 5th edition product, or is it just similar to 5th edition?
It's just similar to 5th edition. So it's Esper Genesis, which is made to kind of slot into 5th edition and modify it. So it plays with the free use 5th edition rules that they have published. It uses those and just kind of adds to it to make a full game out of it.
What else is Esper Genesis? Star Wars?
No.
No.
No, that's Genesis.
That's Genesis.
Genesis.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. There's been a few things in Esper Genesis. Oh, and Esper Genesis is itself a game.
Mm.
But that means that I might actually play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to be playing a whole lot of 5th edition on this channel.
Yeah. But I really like some of the character creation stuff in here. It tells you, do a session 0. It tells you set ground rules, content things. The Phantasy Star setting gets pretty dark. It doesn't start that way, but it kind of pulls a One Piece where you're like, happy, happy, happy. Definitely not. Leroy's looking extra Garfield color today. He does that. Yeah.
He's your good boy.
He's good boy. Oh, he's going to get your drink?
No, you don't need coffee.
He likes coffee. He likes it.
He was extra cuddly. The girls were being very mean to him last night.
Yes. So he chops me in the throat. He used throat chop. So yeah, Phantasy Star kind of starts off a little more lighthearted and gets quite a bit darker as it goes. The adventure that comes with this, the PDF adventure, is basically just the first game from 1987. It runs one of the quest chains in that. It starts depending on which timeline, which the timelines for all the games are in here, and you can pick wherever you want on them. Depending on where on the timeline you are, will depend on how more fantasy or how more science fantasy it gets. But you can have a setting where you definitely have, a character that might start out with a traditional metal sword, but end up with a laser blade. It still uses experience points. They did not go to milestones or anything for this. They kept it in on that. They get you basic starting equipment rules. So it's not just, oh, I play this, I get this. You got to click it again to make the zero come off.
To be fair, in a level-based system, milestones is just the GM saying, you all level up.
Yes, Kai, Phantasy Star 4 is top tier 16-bit era RPG. Absolutely top tier. It is still worth playing to this day. I definitely wasn't playing it last night on a little handheld.
Is that what you were doing at like freaking 11 o'clock at night?
That is exactly what I was doing at 11 o'clock at night. I updated my handheld, I updated the firmware on it, and I was playing Phantasy Star. For races in this, there are multiple options, and they did go through most of the games to pull from. So the very first thing that gets listed is an android, and specifically it has Kirik, which if you've played Phantasy Star Online, he goes insane and tries to kill you. Your like very, very first 3 quests you can pick, his quest is one of them, and he follows along to teach you how to play the game. You're level 1 and he's level 36, so he just one-shots everything. Mm-hmm. You can be a human, which, we all know what humans are.
Trash.
Yeah, pretty much. You can be a Newman. Yeah, they do also change. It does not use 5e human racial traits. It uses some actually some better traits for humans, actually. You get adaptable, so you gain proficiency with a tool or vehicle. You gain 2 additional fate points at level 1. So you get 2 bonus fate points as a human. And then versatile, you get 2 ranks in a skill of your choice and 1 rank in a different skill. So you actually get some extra points.
Oh, I like her.
That is, I can't remember her name. She's a Newman.
That also means that there are actual skill ranks and not just proficient and not proficient.
Yes. So this is from Phantasy Star 3.
Ooh, she got.
It's basically her and her like evil twin, and you have to kill the evil twin, but they're life linked. So she doesn't tell you until after you kill the evil twin that that's also going to kill her.
Okay. Fun. Ooh.
These guys, I think, are from. These are the Dizolians. I think they're from Phantasy Star 4. They might be from 3. They're from an ice planet. These are the Motavians. They are more kind of like owl.
The hell's a musk cat?
Well, I'm going to change the page right here. And you're going to see
Oh, that's the cat.
You're going to see Meow right here. Yes, the muskcats in Phantasy Star, the first game, is named Meow. They are a 2 to 3 foot long quadrupedal cat. Yeah, so you can play as a cat. The advantage to them is that they get better magic. The magic system in this has been changed, has been overhauled a little bit. So you'll get technical points and you'll cast off of that just like you would in the games, which also means things like the androids don't get magic. Cat has it. You has none. You get your backgrounds.
And that's why every android should have a cat on their shoulder.
Yes. In the lore, the cats are excessively rare and don't really associate with anybody outside of their own little tribes, but you typically find one somewhere in the game somewhere. You get your background, works just like backgrounds do in 5e. It gives you some proficiencies and skills. It tells you your like starting equipment, or you can take some other options in here. There's some other like starting options. But it's you're kind of what you'd expect for like D&D backgrounds, but made to more fit into the setting. You get a story bond, which is kind of your like main deal of your character. Like, why are you in this story to begin with? They're pretty fun. You get your professions. You get your, everything you would expect. I believe he was Phantasy Star 4.
I just want to say that I 100% bought this because I know what a huge fanboy Steve is.
I love, yeah, the Green Priest guy. He is very OP when the one that goes in your party. I do remember that. One of the complaints people have with this is because the spells use the game's spell name. A lot of people get confused with what each spell is.
Read your spells, people.
Well, okay, so you're going to cast Foy.
Okay.
What's Foy? How does that compare to Gift Foy and Raw Foy?
We'll go look it up and then write it down. And like, legit, people, you are responsible for your own spells. Know what they do. Know what they're called.
Yeah.
As a GM.
Yeah, apparently that's something that people do have complained about. This are like, I'm going to cast Firebolt. No, there's no Firebolt. You got to know what the name of the spell is in this book to find it, and it's not that hard to kind of figure it out. Foy is fire, Barta is ice, Zonda is lightning, and then as you go, you have your base one Foy, then you have Gift Foy, which will be your stronger one, and Raw Foy, which will be your strongest of them. But other than that, it's just kind of like, oh. What do all of these different weird words mean? What does Natsu do? I don't know. It casts a thing.
So to me, that is like learning any other system and what it's called in any other system. So people who are complaining about that, no offense, suck it up, Buttercup. Read what it is. Classes
aren't quite. They don't call them a class in this one. It's more like your profession or your role. Hunter is your standard. You can see Ash Kanan here, who you find him in Phantasy Star Online. That same quest with Kirik, where Kirik's, kicking everything's ass, 35 levels higher than you. You're trying to rescue Ash. Yeah. You get Rangers, you get Vanguards.
Mike says, just remembered it's backwards Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's backwards Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah, I definitely kind of want to play with as her, not with her, but maybe with her.
I mean, maybe with
but
her.
As her.
Rika, she's fun. She's also in. I don't know if it's her in Phantasy Star Online or if she's the one for 3. Yeah. So it just kind of changes up on that one. Mystics are fun. They're more kind of like castery, and then they have like breakdowns. Like the Mystic can be the skirmisher, the warder, the whatever. You have Operative is more of your rogue. And again, they've got tables for what they gain, and I'm just like playing D&D. You get your class and your subclass.
So basically a reskin leveled up.
It's very much a reskin 5e.
Yeah.
That's what Aspergenesis is, and this is that again to make Aspergenesis Phantasy Star. Very, very much. Savant. We have a Savant, and I think there's a Thaumaturge. Yeah, more castery, and I believe there's a Guardian. Warrior's the last one. So Warrior and Hunter are your 2 like melee, and it's kind of like the difference between like Fighter and Paladin. One is a little more defensive, one is a little more just kind of everything. I'm a little disappointed in the equipment just because of how much stuff was in the games that didn't make it into this. But it'd also be pretty easy to reskin and add some stuff to it. You get Axe, Claw, Dagger, Greatsword, Rod, and Sword for your melee, and then you get Bow, Pistol, Rifle, and Slasher for your ranged, which Slasher, if you played the Phantasy Star Online series, would be called Slicer in that game. It was called Slasher in older games.
I mean, it's not a small rulebook. It's 122 pages.
It's a beefy rulebook. So you get your types, and then you get your like rarity of them. So each one will have like here's Axe, Iron, Titanium, Great Axe, Laser Axe, Laconian Axe. Pretty much all of them will have like that sort of a flow to them. A few of them go in a different order. They all end in Laconian. That's kind of the magical MacGuffin element in the game series. In the first, the Phantasy Star Online, episode 1, the original kind of one that was out on the Dreamcast, you started with the laser weapons, and as they ranked up, they changed colors. So it went green, blue, red, crimson, yellow. And then if you got the special ones, they would be physical, like metal objects oftentimes, or fancy laser weapons, or very unique.
Nerd.
But I think it'd be pretty easy to add a lot of that into this, the way it's written up.
Couldn't you just reskin something else?
You could just reskin something else, change some stats. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of like extra stuff. There's a variant weapon damage, so you can do damage by grade where weapons get stronger. I love the weapon design for the series. You can't really see it overly well, but this is the rifle and the rod. So you see the big long cane with the curved laser blade at the end, that big old curved laser blade. That's one of your magic users' weapons. Mm-hmm. It's their like higher offense, and they just carry it around as a big old staff and swing it around. The metal boomerang on the other side is your slasher, and it's literally a boomerang that you throw, does damage, and comes back to you. Hits multiple enemies. But I've always loved the kind of mix of your more traditional high fantasy with your science fantasy that this series has always had. Rules for equipping and removing armor, rules for what armor you have. It does use frame and armor. So in the very much in the Phantasy Star Online, there's a big difference between a frame or an armor as far as who can use it and what upgrades they can have. So they did actually put a little bit of that in here. Not quite to the degree that the that the Phantasy Star Online game had, because you could make some really broken armor in that game. Like, what's this? It's a level 1 frame with 4 ad slots, and I've thrown god techniques into them, so all of your spells are 16 levels higher than they're supposed to be.
Only you and Mike know what you're talking about.
There's other people that know what I'm talking about. They're just hiding.
I know. I've never played any of the games. No, I take that back. You did have me play.
We tried playing Phantasy Star Online, but we didn't get very far. I kind of want to play again. Mike and I were playing not too long ago. Mm-hmm. We were playing on Athenia, the private server, because you can still play it on private server. But yeah, it's an old game. It feels old. It's still fun to play. Yeah.
A lot of old games still feel fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't pass this up, and I didn't really realize at the time that I purchased this just how expensive it was for what I was getting.
This is the shop scene here.
That I recognize.
That's from Phantasy Star. That's the shop. On Pioneer 2. The name of your ship is Pioneer 2. Oh, you get a spaceship in this too, by the way. You do get a spaceship. Mm-hmm. You get vehicles. You get it. Definitely goes a lot more into the. Oh, here we go. Here's the TP. Technical points. This is your casting.
Toilet paper.
And look at the little kitty cat. Look at how viscous it is.
I love it.
And you'll notice it's holding fangs in its mouth.
Yeah.
That's the only weapon they can use if they can hold fangs in their mouth.
Okay. I guess, thinking about it now, most rule books or most books for TTRPGs run, well, at least from Wizards, run $59.99 now.
Yeah.
So $69.99 is not that big of a jump.
It's not that big of a jump, and they rewrote a lot for this. So yeah, here's all the different techniques and things and what you can do. I do like that they called Speak with Animals Beast Chat.
Oh, that's cool.
That's much better.
I'll have to see if they have pre-gens.
They do.
Because I think it'd be cool if we just did pre-gens for a one-shot.
The pre-gens are literally the 4 characters from Phantasy Star doing the first main quest from Phantasy Star.
Oh yeah, we could do that as a one-shot.
Which I actually downloaded them all, and I was looking through them, and they're fun. I don't remember the names of all the characters other than Meow. I remember Meow because it's Meow.
Because it's Meow.
I wonder, did they put Megid in this game? Did they put? Let's go here. These are alphabetical. L, M. They put Megid. Let's see what in Phantasy Star Online. If you get hit with Megid, it instantly kills you. Let's see what it does here. A sphere of destructive energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius. What? A sphere of destructive energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius sphere from a point within range. It's at AoE ranged attack now. Each creature in that area makes a Constitution saving throw, taking 5d6 fire and 5d6 radiant damage on a failed save, half on a successful. Mundane items that are not worn or carried automatically fail to save. If you boost it, you get 1d6 on both damage rolls for each rank above. It even has its own little breakdown, extra description, hey, this is the ultimate destruction thing. Maybe don't give this to your players early on.
10d6 sounds like a little bit stronger fireball, so not that powerful, but
it's 10d6 in a 60-foot radius, so a 120-foot radius sphere with a 120-foot range on the cast.
That's
a big area.
So the pre-gen characters are Alice,
Lutz, Meow, and Odin.
Yeah.
So, I guess I looked up Megid. I guess I have to look up. Here's Grant's. Here's the light one. Let's see. Casting time action, self, 30-foot long line. You fire a beam of searing energy in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in the direction you choose. Each creature in that area makes a dex save, taking 3d8 radiant damage on a save or half on a successful. And it boosts by 1d8 for each level. It's a rank 5. Oh, no, it's rank 2. Oh, wow. So Grant's is actually pretty... Ooh, Grant's is early. What was Megan? Megan is rank 6. So you're not going to get Megan.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay, no, I thought that it was saying that it was okay. It's saying who can use it.
Yeah, used by Savant and Thaumaturge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does have, instead of breaking the book up by like, these are the Thaumaturge and these are the Savant and these are every spell just lists who's allowed to have it, because there's a lot of overlap. Like if you went to Foy, where'd Foy go? Foy is like your basic. Like you start with Foy in most of the games. Guardian, Hunter, Thaumaturge. So basically everybody can use it. Like you can be up front wielding swords and randomly throw a fireball.
I think they also did a really good job with the art in this book.
They could have cheaped out so much on the art because there's so much already done. They could have used in-game screenshots, but everything has been redrawn in a very matching style that still stays very true. Like this is actually Dark Force or Dark Falls, depending on which game you are. He's usually the in-game guy. He does not have rules in this because he's basically so high up on the threat level that you wouldn't really ever have your players encounter him unless it's something special. So you would kind of write it yourself. This is the in-game Dark Falls fight, stage 4 from Phantasy Star Online, episodes 1 and 2. Yes.
I'm sorry. Your brain.
I don't remember the characters' names though.
Okay.
He has a dumb name.
It doesn't matter.
Oh God, he has a dumb name. Oh, what's this? It's something stupid.
It doesn't matter, baby.
These are Gobumas from Phantasy Star. They're fun.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's got a whole bunch of really fun.
Oh, it did come. Okay.
It has its own little monster manual attached to it. So you get the drones. You get just like your weapons go. You get like Booma, Go Booma, Giga Booma. So they have stronger versions. Canadyne. These things are a pain. Chaos Sorcerer. Ooh, the Chaos Sorcerer in Phantasy Star Online, he did this attack where he absorbed techno points from everyone around him, and then the Centaur. He absorbed all the magic around him and then did a single beam attack, and it was based off of the amount of magic he absorbed. So if you had all robots with no magic, it was really, really weak, but if you had all casters with lots of magic, it one-shot everybody. It was fun.
Okay.
Oh, we got Dark Cultists. Oh, we got the Del Saber. Del Saber's a pain. Yeah, so they have...
Ooh.
Oh, yes, the dragons. They actually made him a little four-legged dragon in this one. The dragon in most of the games was actually a little two-legged wyvern guy. So...
These look pretty cool.
Stages of Dragons. Oh, we got...
What is that?
The Critters. It's a biomutation bred from the native flora and fauna of Algol. Algol is the planet, by the way. Or one of the planets.
I don't like.
It's a... Oh, it's the Grass Assassin. He's fun. Monster Fly. Rappy! You can't have Phantasy Star without having Rappy in there somewhere.
Does it rap?
No. No, it just waddles at you and pecks at you. And if you find one that's blue, okay, if you find a blue Rappy, it'll be called an all Rappy, you kill the crap out of it, and then you camp its corpse until it, because it actually feigned death, you camp its corpse until it tries to get up and run, and then you smack it again, and you'll get a rare item. And on Valentine's Day, the Love Rappy will appear. It's pink.
Oh.
Robot Cop. Not Stormtrooper.
I was like, kind of looks like a cross between a Stormtrooper and...
Yeah, they play dead. If you if you're playing the original Phantasy Star Online and you get a room with a whole bunch of Rappies in it, you can actually teleport back and forth between Pioneer 2 and the map. You can teleport back and forth over and over and over, and it will re-roll whether they're the rare version each time. And you can sit there and farm the rare Rappies. It takes forever.
I don't have patience for that kind of shit.
You end up doing it if you're really behind on gear, and it just happens that the Owl Rappie drops a good item for you. Because your loot tables in that game are crazy. They're based off of your section ID, which is based off of what you named your character. And you can't change them once you name your character. There's no... you can on Afeni. Afeni lets you do it up to level 20, but in the base game, once you named your character, you got a section ID, and that permanently locked in what your loot tables look like.
Okay, interesting.
And you could royally screw it up. Like, you could, if you ended up with pink all. So if you ended up with the pink section ID and you weren't a caster... Yeah, you find lots of spells. Oh, Sinnoh Beat. Is Sinnoh Gold in here? Oh, Sinnoh Beat, but not Sinnoh Gold. The slime.
That's creepy.
Poifully slime.
An antlion?
The Vile Wizard.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, the Wing Eye. I love the Wing Eye. They never put those in any of the Phantasy Star Online games, but it is just an eyeball, a round eyeball, and it has two wings that have a foot on them, and the feet are holding the eye.
It's creepy, but I like it.
Worker pod. Oh, yes, and here's the whole thing on creating your own creatures. So you can make more things. It has actual sets of rules for adding more things to fit your setting.
That's cool. Oh, here we go. Here are the base stats for
Base stats. Monster stats by challenge rating tables. They didn't add just like a ridiculous number of stats and tables and things, but what they added was really, really nice. Monsters by challenge rating list, stat blocks, vehicles and starships. There's a whole bunch of different vehicles. There's a thing for starship combat, which is really good because 5e doesn't have a lot of like vehicle combat stuff, and it's nice to have like some vehicle combat. Especially if you're, here's the Luvino, which is the ship you're trying to get in the first game, which, spoilers, is the ship you're trying to get in the pre-made. I did like when it because it's like Quest for Luvino or something, for the name, and my thought is, okay, so are you looking for the ship or the guy who made the ship who named it after himself? I don't know. Whole bunch of stuff for different ships. A whole bunch of things for, there's like a mini DM's guide built into the back of the book.
That's nice.
That has...
It's not just a core rule book.
No, there's Luvino, that's the doctor. He made the ship. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like extra rules. All of the tables that are in here are right where you would think they would be. There's no like, oh, I need a table. Where is the one for improvised damage? Well, it's right here under improvised damage, which has all of the other damage tables next to it.
I feel like I should have hid this until we were done with Cyberpunk.
So yeah, it's got a whole bunch of extra. Oh, look, there's Pioneer 2. It actually has Pioneer 2 in here. Travel times for space, generating planets, primary stars, a whole section on, starting on page 193, there's a whole section on timeline and lore for the different games. Because there's a lot of it. There's a lot of, I mean, you can see like these are just listed out, different battles, different things that have happened. The games take place like 1,000 years apart, so they're all canon. They all are actual like canon to each one, and they all kind of add on to different things. And some of the things I like is you'll play one of the games that happens later in time, and it'll reference something that happens in an older game, but it'll get it kind of like mythologically wrong, which I just love that they add that into it. Here's the PSO timeline. Oh, Rico Tyrell actually has art in here. Red Ring Rico, you are trying to find her in the game, and when you kill the end boss, lo and behold, she's dead. Like, you never actually find her. So,
I know she's dead.
Yeah, I mean, you find out she's dead. And Rico's red ring, the little ring she wears on her arm there, is like the super uber rare drop that you can get from him. And that's Red Saber, which is a really, really high damage, like single. Information on the various planets and systems.
Okay, so this actually going through this and seeing like what it entails.
There's a lot in here.
There's a lot in here, and I think it is definitely, because I've seen a lot of chatter about the price, and I think it is definitely worth that price then.
So here is a list of all of the main heroes from all of the games, what game they're in, what their primary skills, what their professions, what their weapons, what everybody uses is all listed in here. Oh, look, there's Kai from Phantasy Star Zero. Let's see. Oh, things on plot hooks, things on... yeah, here's breakdowns of the original like game series. This is actual like everything they looked up, all of their material that they looked up in order to make this, because obviously not everybody that worked on the design for this would have been a Phantasy Star fan and would have had all the lore memorized. So everything they looked up that they used, they just put in the back of the book. So this is information on like the actual game. So here's on Phantasy Star 2. It talks about the graphics overhaul with the dungeons and things.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool to get like the background of like the games and stuff actually in here.
Especially for like someone like you who's a super fanboy.
Yes.
And Mike like Phantasy Star.
It references Phantasy Star Online Episode 3.
Is that one that just doesn't exist?
That is...
So if you were to play right now on Athena, okay, you were to go play Phantasy Star Online, it would be episodes 1, 2, and 4. It won't have episode 3. Every private server doesn't get episode 3 because episode 3 is Phantasy Star Online Episode 3 Card Revolution. It's a card game.
Ew.
It is a turn-based card strategy game. Yes, you activated the trap card.
Okay.
Boo.
That sounds interesting and weird.
Yeah.
It's worth playing. It's a fun game. It is actually a really fun game. It was, when it came out, I played it a lot. It was just very weird going from Phantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2
to cards.
To, which was like an action RPG, to cards. Turn-based.
Yeah.
But
weird.
you have like a little grid of squares and you move your character around it and you can summon enemies to fight for you on it. And yeah. I just remembered I got the Nar Lily, which is like the rare version of the stupid flower, but the evil Megate attack, it spits it as its primary attack. And it's like, cool, everything dies. Phantasy Star Zero was on the Nintendo DS. I never played Zero. I might have to play Zero. Yeah, here's more of the sources, all of what they grabbed. Here's all the games listed out by what year.
Any of them, but it sounds very interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
That is it.
Full index in the back. And of course it has character sheets.
That nobody uses.
Nobody ever uses the character sheets that are in the book because that's just criminal. You print them out and you use your character sheets over here that you printed out. Let me take a couple of these here. Throw you a couple and we can...
Well, back in the day, you got a starter box that had character sheets in it, but yeah, no one takes the ones out of the book.
No.
Back in the day, when you couldn't just copy a character sheet or print a character sheet, everybody used a piece of paper and just wrote everything down on it because you didn't want to use up your character sheets. So, I just figured we just kind of do a quick look over of what's on here. Well, I guess we could open character creation and just make a character real quick.
We can. We need to be up with your parents by 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we probably won't make a character. We'll just go over the characters real quick.
It is his parental's anniversary.
Yes.
So we are going to go up and have chili dogs, apparently.
So, very nice 5th edition character sheet here. Wizards, you see this? This is what your character sheets are supposed to look like. They're supposed to be clean and easy to find with the information up front. bad wizards.
Burn.
For a lot of things, but that too. It's got your abilities here in a little box. It has your modifier and your save for strength, dex, con, int, wisdom, charisma, right where they're supposed to be. It has your little spot added for your fate points. Your skills, most of them are exactly what you would expect, but there's things like astrophysics is in here. Computers is in here. You have lore. You have medicine, which is kind of standard. Xenobiology. Mechanos. So it's definitely, or mechanics.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was an O.
It does look like an O. Bad kerning. And I've said kerning when I've cursed you all by saying kerning. It's got a spot for your origin and profession features that are separated out. Got your agility and speed in here. Got your defensive stuff in here.
Hit dice.
All of your hit dice. All of your hit points, technique points. Everything is very well laid out on the front sheet. The second sheet is all of your appearance and spellcasting, which means for a lot of players, they're going to end up not really using the second sheet.
Still, you can print this as one page. Again, as he said earlier, wizards, take note. One page.
One
One-page character sheet.
All of your spells, all of your money, which the money is Mesita in this one. Your vehicles, your equipment, it's all on here. And again, if you're playing one of the characters that can't cast, this big old huge section that has your techniques is really going to be useful for you. But
we printed these out earlier in the week, so we were going to sit down after work and make characters, and we just have not had the capacity to do that. So.
I do have one. You also have a character sheet for your starship.
Ooh.
Every space RPG game, take notes. This is a really nice character sheet. They did very, very good with character sheets in this.
I also like the character sheet for the spaceship from Alien.
Yes, that's also very good.
Yeah. It doesn't have enough space for certain things, but I do like it.
Yeah.
As somebody who always ends up.
Again, this one's broken into 3 sections. You're listed out your crew member stats, and then your actual space combat stats are all kind of broken into their own sections. Everything's really clean. Everything has that very nice.
You can read the font.
There's light science fantasy theme to it. It's almost your standard fantasy, runes and orbs and things, but it's got that Star Trek-y science fantasy flair to it.
Stargatey.
Very Stargatey, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. What, that's a tubby tub. Those are teeth. Those are teeth in my foot. Okay, those are licks. Licks are fine. He's under the table and I just bumped him. Ow, that's a bite again.
He wants to be near people.
He's biting me. He's biting me, guys. It hurts.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to make
this excellent. It's like kissing, but there's a winner.
Yes. Yes.
I'm excited to make character and kind of check this out and see.
Yeah. Ow, buddy. That's it. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, he's fighting. He's fighting. Ah. Ow. 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 That's my flesh. Oh. Hi. I'm back. I have a cat. Which, by the way, guys, for everybody who doesn't realize how big Leroy is, look how big Leroy is.
He's a big boy. He's 26 pounds?
Yeah, right at 25, 26 pounds.
Yeah.
So on top of just being...
Yeah.
On top of just being a very large cat, he's a heavy guy too.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Say hi.
He's also a ginormous... Can I say?
Yes, you can.
He's a ginormous pussy.
He is too. Literally and figuratively.
Like both of his brain cells are fighting for third place.
No, he don't got no brain cells.
Yeah, no brain cells. In the bedroom, I've got the cube shelf behind us for our games. I have one that's 2 high and 4 wide that I use for my shoes and stuff. And I had an empty cubby in the bottom left, and I put a towel in there for Leroy. I call it his coward cubby. Whenever he's upset, he goes and hides in his little coward cubby. He was there last night when I was running the vacuum.
Where are you gonna go?
He's going to be here on the down camera where we can pet him. Look at this. Look at this chunk. Look at him. There he pops up on the slideshow too.
So he is afraid of the evil Lord Raccoon.
He's also afraid of the dog that's like half his size.
Well, they all are.
And both the cats that are, half his size. You want a bite?
But like, I can sit here and I can pet his tail. He doesn't care.
He doesn't mind belly.
He likes belly rubs. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
All right. I think that's all we had.
Yeah. We just had a few things this time. We had a really weird week, I feel like.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Terry, you got anything coming up you want to shout out?
There is no podcast this week, or I am on a podcast. It's called the Auxiliary Unplugged, but at the moment we are releasing an old RPG recording, which I'm not on. But if people are interested in Star Wars RPGs,
Are we back? Are we back?
looks like.
Yay! We only disappeared for a little bit. What was the name of your podcast there, Terry?
The Auxiliary Unplugged.
Auxiliary Unplugged. Okay. Oh, we apologize for that, guys. Our network has been misbehaving for weeks.
Yeah.
In fact, in the last few weeks, I have not had a speed test give me more than half of my downspeed. I'm getting my full upload, but only half my downstream.
I'm actually coming home on a half day tomorrow so that I can meet the tech guy here and see if they can figure it out.
It's probably that stupid cord I got from Walmart.
Bet it is. And I ordered a new cord. It'll be here tomorrow, but
Yeah, it's probably that stupid cord. But anyhow, I think we are going to go ahead and end it here because I don't even know if it's going live out to YouTube right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Says I have an excellent connection. Okay, yep, there we are. We're here. We are in. Okay. So, all right. That said, yep, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. We're going to drive up a mountain.
Boo. But we get to see his parents.
Yeah, we can see my parents.
And your sister will be there. So, but yeah. Hey, have a good week, guys.
Nice. Everybody enjoy. Have a good week.
Halloween.
Halloween. Wednesday will be something. I don't know what.
Wednesday will probably be us playing Chapter 3.
Probably.
I think we'll just...
Yeah, we'll probably just do a live round on Chapter 3.
Yeah. Mike's not allowed to come because Ash has the plague. And I don't know. Is Star Trek is on hiatus until after this week?
It's on hiatus for an undetermined amount of time.
Oh, okay. So
maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so that'll be doing that. Dapper's going to be doing another art stream. He did a Nurgle last time. It was a fun hangout. Nurgling.
Yeah, I think he wants to finish that.
Yeah, I think he wants to finish that, and I'll probably be in hanging out with him because I'm not doing anything for Halloween. So.
No, and if Ash has the plague, we're really not doing anything for Halloween. So have a good week, everybody.
Have a good one.
Play more games.
Bye.
Bye.